Hello everyone, welcome to the series of variations. And in today's session we will be learning about a new concept which is called as, I'll be writing it over here, triangular numbers. So what are these triangular numbers? Firstly, any number can be termed as a triangular number if we can represent that number in the form of triangular grid of points such that these points form an equilateral triangle and each row contains as many as points as the row number. That is, the first row should have only first point, has only 1 point. The second row has 2 points because it is going to represent as the equilateral triangle, right? And the third row should have how many points? 3 points. Okay, making it as the triangular number. Now, the starting triangular numbers are 1. Next one is 3 because 3 will be also an equilateral triangle. How? See, this will also form a kind of a triangle. Next is 6, this. Next is 10. So basically, now we have to check if a particular given number is a triangular number or not. So how we are going to check that? The basic idea is that any number, any nth triangle number can be written as the sum of n natural numbers. That is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. The reason is very simple, because the baseline of the triangular grid has n number of dots, like in here. I'll just mark them so that we will have an idea. Okay, like this. So now the line above the base has n minus 1 dots. So we are going to do very simple concept, that is, we will start with 1 and then we will check if the number is equal to 1 or not. If it is not, we will start it from the first asterisk only, for the first star only. If it is equal to 1, then we will display it. If it is not, we add 2 to make it 3. And then we will recheck with the number. So we will repeat this procedure until the sum remains less than or equal to that number that is to be checked for checking out if it is a triangular number or not. So how we are going to do that, I will just tell you. So for example, let me just assume we have a number taken as n, and n is equal to, say, assume 55. So we have to check whether it is a triangular number or not. So what we are going to do, first of all, we will check if n is less than 0 or not. If it is less than 0, then we are simply going to return false, right? Now we will check if a triangular number, because we know that it should be the sum of first n natural numbers, right? So what we will do, we will definitely iterate because we have to find out the sum of n natural numbers. So I will be taking a variable for calculating the value of sum. So also apart from that, I'll be taking another variable, say whether you say I or whatsoever, and I will be initializing it with 1. Okay, we will just add them up. So how we are going to add them up, I will write sum is equal to sum plus I. Simple. I will calculate it. So for example, if initially sum ki value will be what? Sum ki value will be 0 initially. Initially it will be 0. Now let me just iterate it. I will take rather than 55, let me just check another value. Okay, we'll check another value, or because of course we are not going to iterate it so much for so many times. So I will be taking, say for example, 6 we will take. Okay, so initially we have to work with this. So sum value will be 0 plus 1. So for the first iteration, the value of sum will become 1, right? After that, next iteration, I is equal to now 2. Therefore, sum will be equal to 1 plus 2 and sum is equal to 3. For the third iteration, I is equal to 3, sum will be equal to the old value of 3, sum is 3 and 3 plus 3 is 6, right? Right. As we have already got 6 over here, so you can see that sum, the value of sum which we have obtained is equal to sum. I will just check it again. 0 plus 1 is 1. First iteration may it will be 1. Second iteration may 1 plus 2 it will be 3, correct? And third iteration may the old value is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, correct? So now we will keep a check over here along in the iterations that if sum is equal to num, then we are going to return. I'll just write it over here and we will check it every time. If sum is equal to n, then we are going to return it what? True, that it is true, that it is a triangular number. And if it will never return equal to the value of sum, then we will say that it is not a triangular number. So for example, if the number given to us was 7, then here it is 6. I will just go on with another iteration. I is equal to 4. So sum will be equal to 6 plus 4, that is equal to 10, right? So we haven't obtained sum is equal to n. They are not same. Therefore 7 is not a triangular number. Okay, hope you guys understand the logical part of it. Let us now move on to the coding section. So for the coding section as well, what will I do? I will be taking a number n and I will be giving it a value 6. I'll be creating another method. So I'll be creating another method over here. Not int, it should be boolean value. It's triangle int n. Okay, so I'll be typing it here. If it is triangle, if it is true value, then we will be returning it is a triangular number. Okay, in else I will be writing out it is not a triangular number. Now let us just code for this triangular number. Okay, so the conditions which we have discussed will be if if n was less than 0, then we were going to return false, right? Now in the second case, sum is being initialized 0, so I will be taking the loop which we were supposed to iterate to calculate it from the the sum of n natural numbers we were supposed to calculate. I'll be iterating it up to the value of n. So it's a very simple thing. Sum is equal to sum plus n, and we will check if sum is equal to n, then return true, right? And if it will not work, then simply return false. Hope you guys understand the whole concept. Let me just execute it. So see, 66. Okay, now let me just try for 6. 6 is a triangular number. 7. Okay, let us check now. Okay guys, so see what was the fault here. I had typed n. Okay, so that is why it was showing me that 7 is a triangular number, but actually I was supposed to type here I, Okay, let me just check again for the values. So 6 is, that is true, 6 is a triangular number, but 7, if we will say, 7 is not a triangular number. Okay, so this was the whole concept of the triangular number. Hope you guys understand. Thank you very much.